Hey, this is Craig the Pool Man with Pool Specialist. Today we are going to give you a demonstration on solving the spa draining down problem. This is usually pretty simple to solve. There's usually some solution, and normally what's happening is there's a path, which I'll call a garden hose path, where the water will siphon from the spa into the pool when that spa is shut off. So we're going to go over to the equipment pad, and I'm going to give you a little bit of an education on labeling the pipes and then also what happens with the pipes. Okay, this is our suction side, and as you can see, we have a spa suction, we have a pool suction, we have a left-hand skimmer, a right-hand skimmer, and the main drain. If you notice, the main drain valve is halfway closed. That is correct, because we want to draw most of our water from our skimmer. And that's very important, because the more garbage that we pull off of the top of the pool, the less garbage we have to vacuum off the bottom of the pool. So always make sure that you've got good flow in your skimmers. You want to make sure that you have skimmer doors or skimmer weirs so that you get a good flow into the skimmer and it holds the garbage in the skimmer. Here, this valve right here, if you have a pool spa combo, that, of course, if we're in pool mode, we're going to want to have our off door over the spa suction. If we want to go into spa mode, then this is going to rotate and we're going to put the off door over the pool suction. And now all of our water will be coming from the actual spa. Biggest problem we have is people go ahead and they think this is correct and they put the off over here. And now they're pulling water out of the pool and out of the spa. But more importantly is, once this pump shuts off, what's going to happen is there's a path for the water to drain from the spa, because the spa is above the pool. So this is siphoning out of the spa and then it will siphon into the pool. And so the spa will empty, and that could cause problems. You don't want to expose your plaster on your pool, on your spa, and in the wintertime, that's even a bigger issue. So never, ever, ever put the valve there. You either want it closing off the spa suction or closing off the pool suction. So that is our suction side. Okay, this is our return side. And again, you'll notice that I have everything labeled. I want to know where the water is going. So here, this is our spa return. This is our pool return. This allows the water to go all the way to the pool. And this is what's called a spa bypass. This is very necessary in the winter time when you are going into freeze protect mode. If you don't have water going into the spa will drain as it goes through the different cycles of pool mode to spa mode. Every time it goes through one of those cycles, it's going to go down about a ½ inch to 1 inch. Depending on your equipment, depending on what's going on, that spa is going to drain. And eventually, it'll get down, and then the jets for the spa will be running in freeze protect, and that will blow the water all over the deck, draining the spa and also draining the pool as the pool refills the spa. So ideally, what we want to do is, if we're in pool mode, we're going to have the off over our spa return. And then we want to have some of the water going back to our pool, and some customers like some of the water going back to the spa. The reality is, if the customer likes water going back to the spa, the smarter thing to do is, if this system was automated, and you would then put it in what's called spillover mode. And spillover mode would then shut off the pool return, and it would allow all the water to go to the spa return, and you would have a robust spillover on your spa. So that is the best way to do a spillover spa. The bypass is really intended for the winter time, not for spa spillover. A lot of times these things have actuators on them. Again, it is imperative that you label everything so that you know where the water is coming from. You know where the water is going to. It's helpful for the pool technician. It's helpful for the homeowner. If you're a pool technician and something goes wrong with the pool, if you don't have things labeled, it gets very difficult to explain things to your customers to get things at a point to solve the problem. So this particular customer prefers to do it this way. I'm going to respect their wishes, and I'll just return it to the way that they had it. You will notice on the spa returns that there is something called a check valve. There's a check valve here on the spa common, and there is a check valve on the spa return. That prevents the water from coming back into this pipe and siphoning down into the pool. So example, if it was like this and there was no check valve here, the water could siphon out of the spa into here. So these check valves do go bad. It is rather common. The seals on them go bad, the springs on them go bad, and if you start having problems with the spa draining into the pool, you want to start looking at that if you have the situation where you're using the spa common for a spillover, or if this handle over here happens to be. So these are checkable visibly. You can look into them and see whether they're functioning correctly or not. Thank you for watching. If you found it educational and helpful, please drop us a like. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.